Alright guys, this is my guide on how to kick villagers out. I'm kind of taking this from a couple people that I've watched, but this is for like the simple version for when you're still not sure what they're doing, because for me personally, I follow along with people and I kind of do the steps that they do, but a lot of times they kind of like skip over something or they lose train of thought. So this is kind of just my very simple thing that I kind of put together, and it seems to be working. So it does take time. It does involve time travel. So if you have turnips, don't do it. If you don't want to time travel, don't do it. Even though there's, the only bad thing about time traveling is you get weeds and your turnips spoil. So I recommend time traveling if you want to play extended hours and actually be able to do a lot of stuff. But I mean, hey, if you don't want to time travel, it's all you. I'm not gonna do the first part only because I've already done it and I'm in a groove. But basically, all you do, just like everyone else's tutorials, you go to your settings. Sorry, I don't have a capture card, by the way, so I'm doing this on my phone. Sorry if the quality is shitty. The settings, you go to system, you go to date and time. You change your month to 1 month forward. So you go 1 month forward, and then you would hit OK, and then you would open Animal Crossing. Oops, sorry. Trying to multitask here because I haven't bought a capture card yet, but I've been wanting to do more videos. So I'm gonna link who I got this idea from, and it's probably the exact same thing that he does, honestly. But he does kind of lose me in the video because he kind of strays off topic for a few seconds, and then he forgets to kind of clarify some things. But so once you open it, he says this as well. You have about 3 or so minutes until the game auto-saves. So you can stay in this screen all you want. Let me turn it down a little bit. You can stay in this screen all you want, you'll be fine. As soon as you talk to Isabelle, or she does her announcements, you want to run around your island and you want to see if anybody has the bubble. If nobody has it, then you save it, and then you go back exactly 1 month. So I'll show you right now. Yep. Also, just a pro tip in case anybody didn't know by now, which I'm sure everybody does, but if you press B, she'll talk a little bit faster. This is gonna be a little weird also because I'm holding it with one hand. So and my island's a mess. I haven't really done much. I've just been focusing on trying to get people out. But no bubble. People are inside. It's raining, so I have Rocket. I'm currently trying to get Rocket out of my campsite. But sometimes she comes out in the rain, but typically she never comes out in the rain. I think she's out right now because her house doesn't have... Oh, no, she's on the beach. Let me see. Yeah, she's inside. Another thing you want to note too is if you get close to a villager and they try and talk to you, instantly just close and restart. So right off the bat, I'm just going to close this because I didn't see anybody. I'm fine with that. Sometimes you want to do a little bit more because you do have that 3 minutes. But let's say nothing happens. There's nobody there. You're going to have to do this anyway. You just go back to your date and time. So you skipped 1 month ahead. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go back, and you're going to go back. So if you skipped to like the 1 month forward and you're on like the 6th, it was June, you go back down to April. So you go back to where you came from. The time doesn't really matter at all. You don't have to change the time. You just want to make sure that it's a time that your villager's out. And then you start the game. So this is the same exact thing. The only difference is you still want to run around and you want to look for any villagers that have a bubble. They're more likely to have a bubble now than they were when you did the first month skip. I don't know why, but that's just what I've kind of noticed from doing this method. But once you do that first month skip, you do the same thing. You run around, you have 3 minutes, check everybody. If they do have a bubble, but it's somebody that you don't want to have a bubble, or if they don't have a bubble at all, or if somebody talks to you and says, hey, Daniel or Jeff or whatever your name is, if anybody has that prompt, just close the game. From what I've found, if somebody does have the bubble, they won't try and talk to you until after you talk to them with the bubble. I could have just gotten lucky, and they probably still might try and talk to you, but that's just what I found. So, also another tip is you can get lucky and have 2 people move out if you manage to get campsite on the same day. If, in case anybody was thinking of that too, I have Lionel, I think his name is. He had a bubble literally like 10 minutes ago before I started the video. He had a bubble and I had a campsite villager, but I don't want Lionel to leave yet, and the campsite villager wasn't that good, so I didn't capitalize on either of those. But now, so I'm starting it, and then same thing, I have that 3 minutes to go look around and see if anything happens. And if not, then all I do is don't save it, you just close the game as soon as possible. So it's now Monday in the game. Sorry about the light as well. Wasn't prepared to do this, I just thought I'd make it because everyone confuses me, and this way seems to work. Now this isn't 100%, obviously you're not always going to get it, but you just keep doing this until you do. So, luckily my village is kind of crappy enough to where I know where everyone is right off the bat. He has firewood, so he's not going to say anything. Coco's good. Rocket's in their house. There's nobody down here. Yeah, most of my villagers tend to stay inside when it rains. Oh, there you go. So he has it, but I don't want him to leave. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close the game. Don't save it or anything, you just straight close it. And then you just go to your time and date, and you just skip 1 day ahead. Without saving, just skip 1 day ahead. And then you close it, just home, start the game again, and then you just keep repeating this. Same thing, if it's somebody you don't want to have the bubble, then you skip ahead. If they don't have a bubble or if they talk to you, then you close it, don't save it, just skip ahead. But you do remember, you have that 3 initial minutes, you want to do it before it saves. Again, I don't know why, I'm not a data miner, I don't do super research, this is just what I've picked up from watching other people and doing these methods. So this is a very simple, like, if people are confusing you, hopefully this is like the easiest way. It's the easiest way I've found, and it seems to be working. I've had, in the last in-game weeks, I've had, that was my 4th bubble in about 7 days. 2 of which were on Marina, who I have. She gets it more than anybody else, which kind of annoys me because I like Marina. But yeah, that's kind of the best tactic I've found. Let me go in and hopefully somebody else has it just to kind of show that it does switch. But yeah, the bubble will switch to somebody else. Also from another one, I think his name's Tagback TV. I've been watching him a little bit. I'm gonna tag him, or I'm gonna put his channel link in my description as well for the video. But he has some really good tips that I've been looking at. But same thing, he kind of like a little bit like goes off topic and then kind of confuses me. But I might have a short attention span, so I'm not sure. He could be doing it perfectly fine, and I just don't get it. But when I try and listen to just his way, I get confused and then nothing happens. So these guys aren't gonna have it. Rocket's still in her house because it's still raining. She does come out in the rain, but it's a specific time, and I haven't really calculated it. Apparently there's a website that tells you what time they'll come out a day or something, but I haven't found that website, and I've definitely been looking. That stupid camel, it's always here. I got Raymond, luckily, so. But doesn't seem like anybody has it. Oh, there we go. See, he wants to talk. So then, same thing. Just close it, and you just keep doing it over and over again. But Yeah, I don't want the video to go on too long, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So nobody had it. He tried to talk to me. Just do this, go up one day, just keep doing this. From what I've seen, you're less likely to get it on a Saturday because that's if you've already unlocked KK Slider, he'll come on Saturdays. And from what I've seen, and just me personally too, I've never had a bubble on Saturday. So Saturday, you're probably not going to get a bubble. You still can, but you probably won't. Apparently, it's a lower chance for it. So, but yeah, you just keep doing that over and over again. That's the easiest way I've found. So hopefully, that's a little bit more clear for everybody. Again, sorry about the quality. I plan on buying an Elgato and hopefully doing some streams or some videos or something. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, just comment down below, and if I can, I'll try and find any answers for you guys. Thank you. Have a great day.